Alright, here we are, guys, back for another round. We are on the draw with 3 lands, 2 Path Exiles, a Snapcaster, and a Bolt. So we have the removal draw. This is great against creature decks like Naya Company, Infect, things of that nature. Not going to be so great if we run up against something like Tron, like we did last round, but still perfectly fine. We'll keep. Gemstone Mine. Yeah, so it looks like we're playing Amulet, which our draw is pretty poor as far as Amulet is concerned, but could be okay. Trying to decide if it's worth playing Steam Vents here, untapped, to try and like ward off a Summer Bloom. Oh, but he didn't play Amulet, so I think we're fine. We'll just we'll put Steam Vents into play tapped. No, we'll put Sacred Foundry into play tapped and then play Cascade Bluffs next turn. And then we can just like bolt him and then like Snapcaster Bolt on our third turn. I've had a lot of success with just like running Snapcaster out there, playing this matchup like as Grixis Twin or Grixis Control. Just running out Snapcaster and then trying to hold up counter spells. That damage can add up, and then killing him with a couple burn spells down the line. If he's going, if he doesn't have the Hive Mind and he's just going for Titans, these Path Exiles can hold him off for a little while. Remand is pretty good. That's what this hand was missing. Oh, he still has a land drop? We know he has a Teleria West, we know he has a Gemstone Mine, so we can just replay it. I think I have to let this happen. Bolcha. Okay, that's good news. I think we have to get aggressive. I think like holding up, Remand, Snapcaster Remand when we don't have any way to apply pressure is probably not getting us anywhere. We just have to like hope to find another counterspell. Third Path isn't really gonna do it. He has a pretty slow draw. My cat's upset about something. Nice. So we have the path. He gets some lands. Looks like he's going to try and go for the kill. Oh, he does have a Tillery West in hand, though, so we can just... And we'll pat this guy. It's pretty good. So we can path our own Snapcaster. So like Deceiver, untap a land. If he does nothing, like path our own Snapcaster, so then we can find our 5th land for Kiki Jiki. He has to pay. Oh no, we just tap down his growth chamber. I'm an idiot. We just tap down his growth chamber and then he... Well, no, he can float it. Never mind. Magic is hard. Yeah, because it happens in his upkeep. Sorry, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he has 3 mana available. Do we want to tap down a land so we can't main phase anything? Like if we tap down the Boros Garrison, he needs to use the Gemstone Mine. Well, we can't do this now because we would have to do it after he pays for his pact. I'm just trying to think if it's worth tapping down his Gruul Turf in his upkeep. I think it is. I mean, I guess we're definitely in trouble. He has a forest. If he goes like forest, Summer Bloom, and he's got a whole bunch of other lands and another Titan, I don't know. Amulet players always seem to have everything. No! That feels horrible. See what I mean? I guess we can Snapcaster our Mand again. We don't have the fastest clock, but... So if he has a crew and a Titan, we're not dead. We might be dead. He just gets like Vesuva. And something else. What would he do? Would he get multiple Vesuvas? Copying, I guess, I don't know how many Boros Garrison he plays. If he only plays one, he could probably just get Vesuva. Or 2 Vesuvas copying a Stronghold and a Boros Garrison. Man, the second pact was horrible. My opponent's doing this, I'll be right back. He can only do 16. He gets 2 more lands. So he goes for the Slayer Stronghold and then the Sunhome to give it double strike. This is where he gets to just keep bouncing Teleria West to play all of his Titans. We pathed 1, so this is his second. He did all of this on this turn and still paid for a Pact of Negation. This deck, when it beats you, it feels broken. It doesn't... I think... I don't know. Should we have a video about Amulet and not have a discussion about Amulet? I feel like it's topical. I feel like the deck is powerful enough to be to be broken, to classify as broken, to at least warrant a discussion of banning. But like, again, this is turn 7. He didn't really do anything earlier. But I think that's because he just had an awkward hand with like multiple Pact of Negation, and he didn't find his Amulet until later. But once the engine starts going, there's not really much you can do about it. Other than, I guess I could just have a Blood Moon, but he's got answers to that too. Like, look at Pact of Negation. He was like... The argument against him is, oh, it's not very interactive, so you can just do what you can do. Yeah, but he has Pact of Negation, and it doesn't even really slow him down that much. He went for just getting normal lands. He didn't go for the double strike. What did he bounce? Slayer Stronghold. Interesting that he bounced Slayer Stronghold. I would have thought he would want to bounce the Teleria West, or at least the Vesuva. No, the Teleria West, so he can keep transmuting. I think we just kill this guy. He's got to pay for Summoner's Pact next turn, but it doesn't really matter. He's got 6, 12, 13 mana. So that'll drop him down to 9. He doesn't have another basic. He has a Forest in hand, we know that. And then 5 other cards. So he'll have 11. So he won't have enough unless he's got another one of these to like Snapcaster or like, you know, remand and then recast it. But we would probably just path his thing anyways. Just get rid of the rest of his... Like, now that we've drawn so many Path to Exiles and Snapcasters, we could just kill all of his Titans. Like, we just want to path this, right? I think so. He has a Slayer Stronghold and a Forest in hand. And 4 other cards. I think it's likely one of them could have been another land and I just missed it. I think Path to Exile definitely helps this matchup a lot. Just because we have a lot more answers to Titan, and we can just run him out of Titan. We need like a hard answer to Hive Mind, but like we definitely want our Dispels for his Swan Songs and his packs. I think this is still a good matchup for us. It's just a difficult matchup all around, just because, like, even though I've played against Amulet a fair amount at this point, it's still just a difficult matchup to play correctly. It's tough. It's a hard matchup. I think I let him untap. I don't know. I'm so out of my element. I'm like questioning every single decision. So he has to pay for Summoner's Pact next turn. Doesn't matter. We're past that point. Yeah, I think I've got him as long as he doesn't Hive Mind me. He's already played 2 Pact and Negation. I think he's almost out of packs. 1, 2. No, he's only played 2 Summoner's Packs. He has a Gruul Turf in hand, a Forest. Oh, he does have a Slaughter Pact in his deck. Yeah, so earlier when I was thinking about like Deceiver on his land for the Pact, the reason I was thinking about that was because of the old Cryptic Command play. But you have to do that on your turn, otherwise they get to untap and then they can just float the mana and then use it to pay for the Pact anyways, because it's all happening in the same step. But Cryptic Command bouncing their their blue-green land after when they have to pay for the Pact and Negation, that always feels fun. So he Summoner's Packs for his last Titan, and assuming I can path it, this should be game. Because this is exactly 5 damage. Would it be better to remand it? So if we think about this, he has he'll pay for his Titan and he'll still have 3 mana available. So if he has another land, which we know he does because he found a Gruul Turf, he doesn't have a blue source though. So he can't play the Hive Mind. Wouldn't it be better to just remand it? Because if we let him get a blue land, but then he wouldn't have tapped that way, would he? If we let him get a blue land and then he can play Hive Mind. I think we remand it. I don't know. Let me know if you think this is wrong, but I think this is right. He's already played his land this turn. He doesn't have any green left. I mean, if he has a counterspell, I'm dead regardless. Like, this stops him from getting more lands, so he can't play another spell this turn, which is like the nightmare scenario. So yeah, I think that's right. Whew. Alright. What was that? Game 1? Engineered explosives to blow up an amulet is fun. Chronos doesn't seem necessary. Yeah, we're going to have a lot less room because we're keeping in the paths here. So like we can just trim bolts and just like try and control, but that's difficult because he still plays Cavern of Souls. You know, we could just try and like Path to Exile everything, and then like the Hive Mind thing can't be countered unless he's playing Besiege You. Because then he can just like, you know, Swan Song our counter spells and I don't know, maybe Engineered Explosives isn't where we want to be. I apologize for my dog. Cryptic Command seems a little slow, especially if we're on the Blood Moon plan. And then I think we could just trim some bolts. Alright. Opponent mulliganed. We have 2 Dispels, a Twin, a Restoration Angel, and some land. For having stuff, we don't really have a lot of stuff. So, like, this hand's kind of awkward, but we have to keep. This is one of the things that's rough. Like, Twin is a dead draw until the point where it wins us the game. Restoration Angel is fine, but it's just like a 3/4 flyer for 4. At least the spells don't do anything if he just goes, like, Amulet, Summer Bloom, and just like plays Titan. Lightning Bolt is unfortunate. This could be a quick one. Creature type is human. Oh, he has, I'm guessing, what's her name is a human? I think we need to find action and not lands. So this will get Steam Vents, and then the Scalding Tarn will give us a Sacred Foundry, or do we want to just fetch planes, play the Scalding Tarn to give us an island? I didn't think this through. So, like, so let's assume we draw Blood Moon. The best way to do this, we probably should have Scalding Tarn first for Island and then played Cascade Bluffs. That's what we should have done. Instead, like, we're getting this Plains, and then Scalding Tarn can find us Island, but if he plays, I can't remember her name. If he plays the what's-her-name, the Summer Bloom on a stick, we're going to want to bolt it, and then we're kind of in trouble. We could just fetch an island here, and then just go without planes for a little while. That seems bad. Nah, I think I'm just going to get planes. I did this a little bit out of order. I don't think we want either of those. I don't know. I think I might have messed up. The good news is he's probably terrified of Blood Moon here. The bad news is he can do whatever he wants, and we can't do anything about it. We know it. He knows it. So he's under like no pressure, so he can just him like crafting his hand is probably more dangerous than like us crafting our hand, just because the cards that he needs, you know, like Pact of Negation, stuff like that, once he finds those, Swan Song, he's got everything he does is focused on his strategy, while he knows that we still have elements like Lightning Bolt and Snapcaster Mage, you know, Restoration Angel, these expensive things that we have to like find a way to get value out of them, whereas like in his deck everything contributes to his strategy. So he's probably better off the longer the game goes on, assuming, you know, we don't just have the combo here. Which he's holding up Swan Song for our enchantment. Do we just want to flash in Snapcaster here? That lets us leave up Restoration Angel next turn, rather than like next turn just trying to like Snapcaster Bolt. It's technically one less damage, but we don't waste this 2 mana. I think that's a lot better. So he's at 5. We can just play Resto and 5 them. That's not helpful. I mean, we could just like throw a twin on something and get a little bit of value, but he just needs to cast Titan. He's got the double Amulet, and then I think we're dead. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like we could just go for a Serum Visions. If he plays Titan, he can give it double strike. Does he have enough mana where he can get extra activations? Oh, no, they don't come into play tapped. I mean, he has the Cavern, and he has to drop Titan next turn, so like us holding up mana isn't doing anything. We might just want to Serum Visions and like dig for some sort of help, like a Path Exile or something. I think I want to do that. Let's tap correctly, though. Sorry if I'm going slow. I just want to do things correctly. Do we need to put it on our Snapcaster? The token has haste. Yeah, because if we put it on the Resto, and then we make another Resto that blinks the Snapcaster, and then Snapcaster can't attack. So we actually need to put it on Snapcaster. I guess if we put it on Resto, and then we draw... if we put it on Snapcaster, and then next turn we draw Deceiver, we'll feel pretty upset, but this gives us our extra damage. Because we get to attack with the Snapcaster. Oh, well. We don't really want either of those. Oh, yeah. We might be dead. We just drew all of the dispels. No Titan? I guess he could still play Titan. He technically has access to 8 mana. Alright, we have 3 dispels. He can't kill us. I don't think. He could always like play a Thragtusk. Right, we go to 1. Unless I'm completely missing something. I mean, he's gonna be able to net mana. He's just gonna go for Hive Mind too. I don't know, if any of these were a remand, we would be fine. These are all just test spells to see if I'll counter them. You can have all the mana in the world. Do you have the Hive Mind? You would have to have Titan plus Hive Mind plus Pact. There's a Pact. He got Pact of Negation. He would need another Pact. Maybe he has enough. He's got enough mana to where if he has Hive Mind plus the Pact of Negation plus another spell, he can play Hive Mind, cast another spell, hold priority, and then like pact it. So I get a copy of the Pact. But I could just pay. It's a lot of mana. He can't give both of his guys double strike. Sunhome doesn't come into play tapped, right? I think it comes into play untapped. Yeah, if those buff lands came into play tapped, I would be super dead, just because he gets multiple untapped triggers, which means he can activate them multiple times. Oh, Primeval Titan puts him into play tapped. I'm an idiot. I'm so bad at this game. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm super dead. I thought I was missing something. This game is over. Because the whole time I was thinking about it, I was like, I remember being Slayer Strongholded, however you say it, multiple times. And things start to come together now. Look, man, Magic is hard. I guess it makes for, I don't know. I don't know if I would go so far as to call it entertainment, but watching me stumble around and slowly find my way into like, I understand now. So yeah, we can use this time to have another discussion about, like, sure, he didn't win on turn 3, it's turn 7, but when he wins on turn 7, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, he has the Cavern, he has the multiple amulets, he has a Pact of Negation in hand, just in case. He has 2 of every color of mana. Like, he has the loop to where he can, like, continue to Teleria West for more stuff. Absolutely nuts. Like, he could have done this more, I think. He's doing 48 damage or 46 damage to me or something if he wanted to give his guy double strike. Gross. Alright, so back on the play. I think Cryptic Command is worth having in, but not if I'm going to be, like, doing crazy things to my mana base to Blood Moon like I did last time. I was definitely hurt by having so many Dispels, but I'm not sure. Maybe I could cut. Like, Dispel, when Dispel is good, it's so good. The problem is I just didn't hit any of these. Like, I hit 3 Dispels instead of one of my 5 other counterspells. Which, again, none of it really mattered because he had the Cavern of Souls, but Dispel is great for, like, you know, like Path to Exile, and then he goes Swan Song, and then I can Dispel it. So I think I would just want to keep it the way it is. Maybe I can cut a Bolt and put in a Cryptic. Maybe I need this Engineered Explosives. Problem is the Engineered Explosive really only hits Amulet. I think I'm just going to play it like this. Yep. Running low on time, so I'm probably gonna try and play this one a little faster. So this needs to grab island, this needs to grab plains, but I do need a mountain. There's my mountain. So I definitely want a Vendilion click here, right? Do it on his draw step. Like if he pacted me and then went for the whole summoners, is that the worst case scenario? Maybe I'm supposed to just main phase it? I think I have to main phase it. Because he could Pactive Negation and then just start doing craziness. Well, I'll take the Ancient Stirrings. I can counter that. Right? No, Ancient Stirrings doesn't matter. I'll take the Seal of Primordium. So yeah, he can Ancient Stirrings, play another Amulet, but if he plays a Karoo, he still only has 4 mana. Like next turn, I can twin away his Summoner's Pact. He found another Amulet, so he plays Amulet. And then he can play, yeah, copying a Temple of Mystery. He gets 2 more mana. He can play his 3rd Amulet, but then he doesn't have much else after that. He gets a Scry. I think we're just going to put Twin on the click. Sure. Nah, new plan. Just hold up all this other stuff. Yeah, man. Mana. You got it. Bounce to Vesuva. You little jerk. He's gonna get Pact of Negation. You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do. Maybe he counters my Snapcaster. No. Yep, so he's got all the amulets. He had the double Summoner's Pact and the Pact of Negation. He goes to get the Titan. He plays the Titan. He's got a million triggers, and he just can wipe me out from here. It's like I had Remand, I had Double Dispel, I had the Path, like all this interaction. I was able to Vendilion click a card out of his hand, and it still doesn't matter. It feels bad, I'm telling you. Losing to this deck just feels so bad. Yeah, so on this one, he killed me on turn 4 with double Summoner's Pact, Pact of Negation, like triple Amulet. I was able to take something out of his hand, and he fought through 2 Dispels and a Remand. I don't know, boys and girls. And that's the match. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something we could have done differently, but I'm not sure there was. It's possible we just want to put the Twin on our Vendilion click in our main phase and just try and steal something out of his hand again. Like, I ended up not making that play because he gets the draw off of the click plus his natural draw, so he still has 2 shots to like draw something good. Like, I don't even think it would have mattered because we would have put Twin on the Vendilion click, took his Summoner's Pact, and he would have just drawn another Summoner's Pact. He wouldn't have even needed the Pact of Negation at that point. So I feel like we made the right play. It just didn't come together, but I don't know. Amulet's good. So that's that. We will be back for the next round. Thanks for watching, guys.